Hi, I'm Al Sutherland with your Mesonet Weather Report. The good news this week is rain over a large part of the state. Down in the southeast, from Tahlequah to Ada, southeast of that line, they saw over 3 to 4 inches in many locations. Lane comes in with the highest Mesonet rainfall at 4.6 inches, and there's some areas on our map that are in red that were over 5 inches. As you move into that green area, those are rainfall amounts in the 1 to 2 inch range, and there's a spot in Grady County up into South Oklahoma City, and they saw some nice rain amounts. That 1 inch amount of rain goes as far west as Clinton and as far north as Enid. And then we drop into the blue areas. That's generally around a ½ inch of rain, and then on into the Panhandle. Unfortunately out there, no rain fell. This has been a mild winter so far, and we get a feel for that when we take a look at the map of the number of days that had freezing temperatures as their high. Looking at 120 sites on the Mesonet, 21 have not had any days with highs that were freezing, and we have 60 sites that have only recorded 1 day where it was freezing. Gary, what can you tell us about how this rain has affected our drought situation in Oklahoma?
Thanks, Al. And as Al mentioned, we did get some great rains on Tuesday into Wednesday. And while I show you this newest drought monitor map, please keep in mind that those rains won't be reflected in this map. They came after the 6 a.m. on Tuesday cutoff point, but we will expect to see that no drought white area move farther to the west on next week's drought map. Now, the only change we saw on this map released on Thursday was a little bit more of the yellow abnormally dry conditions up in northeastern Oklahoma, where they've started to miss out on the rain once again, and I can show you that in just a minute. Take a look at this rainfall map from the Oklahoma Mesonet for the current water year, starting October 1st, 2011, including this most recent rainfall, and you can see southeastern Oklahoma is the big winner with 15 to 25 inches of rain. Now we have traveling to the northwest about 8 to 12 inches in northwest through central Oklahoma, and about 2 to 3 inches in the Panhandle. But don't cry for those folks, as that's close to normal for that area. Now the real trouble spot, as we're starting to see, is in northeastern Oklahoma, which has only had 6 to 9 inches since October 1st. And that's well below normal for that area, and that's the reason for that increasing area of abnormally dry conditions. Now take a look at the percentage of normal rainfall map for that same time period from the Oklahoma Mesonet, and you can see much of the state has had great 120 to 200% of normal rainfall since October 1st. But take a quick look up there in the northeastern part of the state, where they've only had 60 to 80% of normal rainfall over that period. That area definitely needs to start seeing some of those rains. Now for a quick look into the future from the Climate Prediction Center, the outlooks for the February through April time period, they see increased chances of above normal temperatures for the entire state over that period, and increased chances of below normal precipitation in the western half of the state. So the great rains we've had since October 1st continue to have drought on the run, especially in the eastern parts of the state. Now we need to see that rain start to spread to the northwest and the northeast. That's it for this time. We'll see you next time on the Mesonet Weather Report.